Hey viewers, welcome to the first episode of What'd Ben Do? The thought behind this series is to answer the questions that we get all the time. What exactly did Ben do? So rather than try to explain it, we figured we'd just show people. This is what Ben did. And there's
The monstrosities that I've made.
There's a whole series of these monstrosities. So we figured it'd make a good series for people to watch. So what you have here is a Kawasaki Vulcan 750 that is a good running motorcycle, but it has high miles and it has an unusable title as it is a theft recovered vehicle. And then we came across a wrecked Yamaha Raptor 660. So we decided, hey, why not graph the two of these together? So what you're looking at today is the mock-up version of it. Nothing has been finished yet. It hasn't been final welded because we have a few decisions to make. We have some bugs to work out. But basically the theory behind this project was to quickly and easily put the four-wheeler front end on the motorcycle body. So we unbolted all the components of the motorcycle, so they're all still good, all still usable. But since the four-wheeler was wrecked, we had no problem cutting it up and just tack welding it on. So we're gonna try to raise the front end up a little bit before we final weld it. There's some adjustments on the springs and the shocks. We gotta set the tire pressure and look at it again before we make any final decisions. But you're looking at the prototype right now. There was a bend in the steering shaft of the Raptor from the accident it was involved in. So we heated it up, put it back in the vise, and tried to straighten it out as best we could. It's been an accident, and the shaft bent. So what we're gonna do, since it's just a mild bend, is heat it up, put it in the vise, clamp it straight, and then let it cool and see if that takes care of the steering shaft. Alright, so it's pretty hot. Shut the torch down. We had kind of a frown in here before, and now we got pretty good contact. It's not laser straight, but it should work well enough for these purposes. All right, so you can see here, we got the original cluster and electronics from the Kawasaki Vulcan. Everything is still intact through here. We had to take it all apart because we ran the factory Raptor steering shaft up through. We moved the steering support from its location that was normally up here down to here to make it work. And again, everything's just tacked in place so we can test it all out. And so we didn't compromise the frame of the Kawasaki. We are using this crash bar to hold everything in place for right now. Eventually, we're gonna take some of the scrap tubing from the Raptor and get it more permanently attached to the Kawasaki. And again, everything else is pretty much stock. So you want to step back a little bit for a wider view of it?
Yes.
So far, the biggest challenge we've had with it is maintaining the same angle on the steering neck down the steering shaft of the Raptor front end. So keep checking back with us for new videos. Hopefully next weekend you'll see some videos of this thing doing donuts.
Hopefully. Oh, we could get it done by next weekend.
All right, let's see what we got.